Vakilsearch, what we do is we do the legal tax and compliance for startups in India. So if you look at it, the legal tax and compliance ecosystem was very archaic, a lot of paper-based. And where Vakilsearch came in was to automate all this into a 100% digital solution online. Whenever you want to start a company, right? Be it a private limited company or an LLP or an OPC, one-person company. A lot of startup entrepreneurs, they really have no idea about how to go about doing this. What's the startup capital? How many founders do I need to have? And all that. So where we help the entrepreneurs is to give proper advice to them when they need it and make the whole process of incorporating a company, which typically takes between 30 to 45 days when you approach a company secretary to do it. We want to bring it down to like 3 or 4 days, right? So that's what we have been working on. We have been on the AWS cloud, we have been on GCP, and we have been on Azure as well. So what gravitated us towards DigitalOcean is the fact that it was very startup friendly. So we were looking at reducing our cost of managing infrastructure, and DigitalOcean provided a very good alternative for the big three when we were looking at it. So we got introduced to DigitalOcean by one of our colleagues, and we had a call with Daniel Levy. There was a lot of support from the DigitalOcean community as well. And we looked at the UI, the dashboards were very easy to configure, machines were very easy to spin. And one of the things that we really liked was the network bandwidth allocation, right? The egress bandwidths were something that we were always worried about. So being a company like that gets a lot of traffic from outside, the amount of egress traffic that was coming in and the amount that we were shelling out was pretty high with the big three. But with DigitalOcean, a kind of network pooled quotas that we get, that was a huge winner for us. So that made us gravitate towards DigitalOcean, and also your monitoring solutions, your snapshots, your firewalls. So essentially what it meant was we could manage a big infrastructure even with one DevOps person. So that was a clincher. And all of the entire production that Vakilsearch runs on is on DigitalOcean. And we are planning to migrate the dev staging and the QA environments also to DigitalOcean because we've been very happy about it. Number one is there is no reason for any startup to run their infrastructure on premise. So they are open to vulnerabilities, they have to do constant patching, they have to look for people to manage their infrastructure. Don't do that, right? There are many value providers and I cannot recommend DigitalOcean enough. So DigitalOcean is something that you can start to play with. In 5 minutes, you can have servers ready. You can monitor your servers for any intrusions. Firewalls can be set up. So it's super easy to do that. So do not worry about setting up an on-premise solution at all. Number two is like in an ecosystem like India, which is ever changing, right? So one of the things that you got to be really aware is inherently is your solution providing value to the customer, right? You've got to provide value to the customer. So do not get lured by large numbers, but always have value, because in an ecosystem like India, numbers play a huge role and people get swayed by numbers, but inherently at the end of the day, value is what takes you to the bank.